Priložnosti so pravzaprav na vsakem koraku. Cela vrsta priložnosti je danes že v številne rešitve zaokroženo v projektu pametnih mest, v katerega je tudi Evropska unija vlagala 5% regionalnega sklada. Sam pa se zelo prizadevam tudi v okviru Evropske unije za področje podeželja. Iniciativa Pametne vasi je tista, v kateri želimo zaokrožiti na eni strani ukrepe, ki bi zaustavili preseljevanje ljudi iz podeželja v mesto in predvsem o pomoči novih tehnologij na najrazličnejših področjih. Začne se v kmetijstvu, precizno kmetijstvo, različne platforme, ki povezujejo potrošnika, pridelovalca, delitvena ekonomija na področju storitev s vse zahtevnejšo in pa kvalitetnejšo mehanizacijo, ki tudi varuje vire. Potem pride na vrsti mobilnost na podeželju, ki je poseben izziv, ker ni javnega prometa, ker Uber ne deluje, je treba poiskati druge rešitve. Decentralizirana energetika prinaša možnosti ravno na podeželju, kjer pa rabiš zopet tehnologijo, turizem, kjer moramo biti v bistvu povezani na spletu, cela vrsta tudi drugih aktivnosti na področju starajoče populacije, urejanje domov za njih. Tako da gre resnično za zelo širok spekter. Govorimo o področjih, kjer, če to postavimo v prizmo Slovenije, lahko edino v Ljubljani rečemo, da ima kritično maso za pametno mesto, po drugi strani pa moramo razviti tudi ostali del, ga povezati z mestom in kar je največji izziv, zagotoviti kvalitetno povezavo na tem podeželskem prostoru, ki je v evropskem prostoru polovice slabše pokrita s kvalitetnimi širokopasovnimi povezavami, kot so mesta.
I think currently what's happening is that we're getting beyond the hype cycle or beyond the top of the hype of smart cities. So a lot of cities are really getting to work now. So we're beyond, let's say, the stage of marketing and really moving towards implementation. Of course, some cities, usually cities with a larger scale of cities, would be very proactive through vision signing up and networking and so forth, have already some track record. And I think that the major opportunity now for other cities is to find a way in which you can reuse or build on what other cities have been doing, so that you can basically, with the same investment, get a lot further. In terms of how technology fits into that, of course, smart cities have usually a technological component to the solution. But I think what we shouldn't forget is that solutions start from problems, and the problems are societal. And then we solve the interoperability issue, so you can scale up to your solution that you're developing as a city to many other cities and help society progress in general. But on the level of the impact, so what you do is basically you amplify the impact that you're generating as a city. So I think the real opportunity is in fusing digital transformation to sustainability goals, to societal development and other kind of sustainable development goals, essentially. And everybody has a role to play in that, because it doesn't really matter, how big a city is, where this great solution originated. It doesn't matter the scale where it started. What matters is the scale in which it gets implemented, picked up, and so forth. And that's a role we're happy to play together with all the partners that we work with, and together with all the people doing it, right? So those are the companies, the citizens, and of course all the cities of the world.
V sklopu pametnih skupnosti, pametnih mest, pametnih vasi, predvsem pa z vidika kohezijske politike, vidimo velik potencial predvsem pri temu, da je potrebno sodelovati na širšem področju, se pravi ne samo na ravni nekega mesta, temveč na funkcionalnih območjih, okoli mest, okoli različnih skupnosti. To je povezano tudi s tehnologijo, z uporabo tehnologije, z izmenjavo uporabe tehnologije na različnih področjih, zato da se razvijajo morda neke rešitve, ki potem omogočajo boljši dostop do različnih storitev, boljšo mobilnost na širšem območju, naprimer pri trajnostni mobilnosti, predvsem to, kako omogočiti integrirane projekte, integriran pristop z pomočjo digitalnih tehnologij, povezati različna področja. Predvsem mislim, da je pomembno uporabiti tehnologijo za neke integrirane projekte in za takšne rešitve.
opportunities for the society there are in many fields, but the most important is that we are able to integrate a different aspect, because the world society is society. It's not just one sector or another. All of them, they should cooperate for a better well-being of citizens, human beings, and the planet, as I said before. So we have to create win-win solutions, and in this context, technologies can help. So technology can really provide an added value for harmonizing the approach, for democratizing the approaches, for being inclusive, so not for exclude anyone in the process of digitizing, but also making our society much smarter.
I guess there's a great opportunity here because smart cities has been going for some time, and we've been slowly getting better at doing it and understanding what it can do. And I think one of the great values that Slovenia has is it's a small country with many municipalities that all need to link together. And I think one thing that smart cities are learning around the world is that it's not enough just to think, here's the borders of the city, let's just think about the city, because cities are realizing that they need food from the rural areas, they need water from the rural areas, they need energy coming in from outside, and so on. They realize that many people from rural areas shop in the cities or use city services, and many people who live in rural areas work in the city, and many of the supply companies for a city. So for a city to work well, even if it's being very selfish, it has to think about the wider context. And the great thing therefore is that we're slowly beginning to see how cities need to take on board the challenges and needs of rural areas, and this is where technology again is able to help us, because data, we're getting better and better understanding how data can work, and it makes it much easier for you to have a common platform that individual villages and small towns can share and have data that's relevant to them and help them manage their lives better, but also can become part of the wider regional or city region set of data as well.
Smart communities can only be developed where citizens are, so it must be a bottom-up approach. Very important is that we have a dialogue of all the stakeholders involved in the mix that will create smart cities. That includes the citizen, the person, up to the entrepreneurs, to the decision makers on local level. They all have to communicate together to create a better, more smarter society. Therefore, dialogue is extremely important when it comes to smart city development. It must be inclusion of all levels. Technology, we have heard, is only an enabler. It is not a solution. It is a tool on a path. Smart cities is not an endpoint. Smart cities is a process that is continuous. It will never end. Technology will always evolve and it will always become part of this process. So smart city is something that we're going to do as long as cities exist.
Ravno tehnologija, po mojem, je tista, ki danes spreminja družbo, torej tudi mesta, urbana središča se spreminjajo. Glavno področje, ki jih vidim, glavni področji sta mobilnost in energetska učinkovitost, delno tudi seveda ekologija, torej neka trajnostno obnašanje, področje odpadkov, in na teh področjih tudi mi največ delamo.
Veliko priložnost za Slovenijo vidim na osnovi politične usmeritve Evrope v digitalizacijo, kar lahko Slovenija dejansko izkoristi zares za izboljšanje življenja vseh prebivalcev. Za izboljšanje življenja, za doseganje zelenih ciljev, predvsem pa za izboljšanje tudi gospodarske, ekonomske konkurenčnosti Slovenije v tem digitalnem svetu. Ključno za doseganje tega cilja je široko partnersko povezovanje v Sloveniji. Ključno je, se pravi, da dosežemo partnersko povezovanje na vseh nivojih, tako med gospodarstvom, državno upravo, lokalno upravo, nevladnih organizacij, inštitucij znanja, se pravi za doseganje tega skupnega cilja napredka, in v ta namen smo skupaj v okviru Slovenske digitalne koalicije pripravili nacionalno deklaracijo za pametno družbo za Slovenijo, ki bo pomagala, bom rekel, vzpostaviti ta nujni dialog, ki ga v Sloveniji ta trenutek še nimamo.